I'm Amelia Loy. We're on the streets of Sydney asking people what they think about Australian democracy. What would you change about democracy?
Dunno.
I don't think I'd change anything, to be honest.
I don't think maybe necessarily the two-party system works that well because you have two extremes and they tend to fight over different topics when the answer is sometimes in the middle.
I just don't think it's working too well at present.
What would you change about democracy?
Nothing. Well, firstly, our representation is not even. So if women are half the population, they should be half the people sitting there as well.
Just make sure we keep it as is.
What would you change about democracy?
That's a tough question on a Sunday morning.
I'd like to share your thoughts about democracy in Australia. Opinion about democracy. Share your viewpoint.
I think sort of still the minorities don't have enough say.
The question that hasn't been asked for a long time is, how many levels of government do we need?
We represent rich, old, white men way more than any other section of society.
All the politicians are controlled by extremely powerful people.
I don't always think politicians represent sort of the people on the ground. I think they represent their own self-interests often.
I think we're just still kind of in the process of making it represent us visually, what we look like, kind of the backgrounds that we all come from, that sort of thing. It doesn't kind of look like when I look around.
I don't entirely trust politicians, as most of my generation don't.
What are some things we might do to make it more representative?
I think they should talk to the people more, and they should also make the people more aware of why they're making the decision.
I think democracies all across the world just need to extend the voting age to 16.
You could maybe, rather than like parties or something, you could have like, say, example, there's like an app and then you vote on policies rather than politicians.
You would give your right to vote, if you couldn't, to someone that you know. So if you think that personally you don't think you know enough about the subject, you can give it to a friend of yours.
I feel that we need to go further with people being represented, so a further extension of proportional representation to make sure more of us are represented, just so more people feel engaged and have a voice.
You need to speak. You need to put your hand up and get involved.
Raising my voice and not being indifferent and believing that my opinion matters.
Definitely participate, community-wise, get involved.
I think politicians should probably be more accessible to people, more down to earth.
They should participate, they should get involved. They can complain about things, but no good complaining if you don't try to do something about it.
It's the best system that we have at this point of time, but it needs big improvement, that's for sure.
I don't talk politics. I love all people.